Good morning, everyone. It is class 6, November 17th. This is the recording for both class 1 and class 2. I did a recording for class 1, but I realized that I made a couple of mistakes in it. So we're going to do just the one for both classes. And this is the one that's for class 2. Okay, class 6, November 17th. Here's your class description. I have a couple of important notices for you. One is for how the rest of the semester will go with your Zoom meetings. Probably you guys don't have much of a problem with this. You always have Zoom meetings with me, so I think you'll be okay. But this one is important. This is about your TOEIC IP test. Okay, let's see. This is class 5. Last week's answers video is in here. You now have a listening quiz this week, and you have to send this in to me by Tuesday, the first Tuesday of December. Okay, make sure that you get that done within the next couple of weeks. And as always, you have your homework for this class. This class's homework class answers will be in, okay, next week. Not next week, next class, which is Saturday, okay, November 20th. That will be available on November 17th, okay, which is a couple days before this class begins. And also on the same class, you'll have the same textbook answers for class 6 and class 7. Don't get them confused. They're clearly labeled. This is class 6, this is class 7. And class 7 is not available until November 24th, which is after November 21st, when your textbook video lecture is due. Okay, so I'm sorry I have to do both the explanation for November 17th and November 20th, because November 20th will be on demand. So what this means is that because it's a Saturday and because it's also your school festival, the Zoom class is optional. You do not have to take the Zoom class, okay? But if you have a question, I will be in the room for the first 20 minutes. So if you want to come and talk to me, if you want to ask me something about the test or anything like, not the test, well, yeah, maybe the test or your homework, then you can just click this link. But if you don't have any questions, the class is optional, so you don't have to come. Just make sure that you have done all of these, right? The reading quiz and the important person or thing video is due December 9th. I might change the due date on this. I might make it a little bit longer, maybe make it December 16th. But in any case, please check this when this is available from, it's already available, but when it's available and time for you to take the class. Okay. Now, that is November 20th. I should also tell you that that optional style will be the same for the midterm exam on December 6th. Okay, December 6th is on a Monday. All of those Wednesday classes will be on a Monday. And again, the Zoom class is optional. If you don't have a question about the test, then you don't have to come in. If you have a question about the test, then be careful. If you come into the room and the test is already started, the timer will keep going. So make sure that you know what you're doing in the test, and then come in and ask me any questions that you have before you start the timer. Okay, the test is right here. That will be available from the class itself will be available, okay, for your reading quiz uploads and stuff. But the test will not be available until the day of the test, until the Monday at well, it'll actually be available from 8:50, but you have 90 minutes to answer. Okay, now let's talk about what we're going to be doing today. Okay, today is class 6, but last week, if you remember, I assigned you the writing task upload for November 21st. Now, some of you may have already done this, but I wanted to spend today making sure that you have a chance to work with each other and to ask me any questions you have about the writing task. So what you need to do for the writing task, number one, is when you upload this, okay, you still need to first get from class 1, okay? This is class 1. Class 1 is where I asked you to give me your current writing progress, okay? And most of you already sent this in, so if we take a look at it, and we take a look at all of your submissions, almost all of you already sent me your first semester writing, your first semester writing results. And this is what we're going to use today. So if you still have this in your hard drive, please open it now. If you can't find it in your hard drive, it's still here. You can still download it from the Moodle. So that's the first thing that you have to do. And it kind of looks like this. Okay, let me switch my share here. Looks like this. This is what we were doing in the first semester. You guys were with a different teacher, but this is one student's work. And basically you were putting in the information that you had found in the library, and you showed what it was that you had found on websites, and you tried to make sentences. So this is the document that you sent me from here. Okay, so we need this today. And then in class 3, okay, I also gave you another assignment, okay, for your, where is it? It's at the top. It's at the top in class 3. Oh, no, there it is. Yeah. Second semester writing tasks. Now, this one, okay, click here and you can download it, and it looks like this, okay? Looks like this. And it's labeled at the top, writing task, second semester writing assignment. So you need both of these, okay? So let me show them both to you. You need both of these. You need writing task 1 from the first semester, and then you need the writing task for the second semester. You need both of these today. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to get that, and then we're going to be working together in breakout rooms, in partners, 10 minutes at a time with different people, so you can start discussing your problems, start discussing what you have to do. Basically, each one of these parts here in the first semester outline, where it says the name of the building, surprising fact, all of this was in your first semester writing assignment. So if you find that, let's see, we'll come down here to, where was it? There it is. See here where it says name of building, material, machine, or chemical, okay? This is the information that you need to start referring to this. Now, most of you probably just wrote this, wireless power transfer, or maybe you wrote just a few words, or maybe you wrote a sentence, but maybe the sentence isn't very good. So when you're talking about the name of the building, material, machine, or chemical, remember, some of you weren't even talking about buildings or materials or machines or chemicals. Some of you were talking about, I don't know, you were talking about AI, you were talking about Nikola Tesla. This person was talking about Nikola Tesla. So it doesn't really matter what you were doing here, but in this place where you were talking about what you wanted to talk about, okay, you need a sentence. You need at least a sentence or 2 or 3 sentences so that you can put that into the topic sentences here. Another part is the surprising fact 1, okay? Surprising fact 1 is the what this person wrote, power can be transmitted without wires. That person found that surprising. And that's pretty much a sentence. That's the subject, that's the verb, can be, and there's the object, transmitted without wires. If he just put a period on that and capitalize that P, that's pretty much done. But I'm going to take this out because this is from the first class. In the supporting detail number 1, okay, that was what he wrote there just in technology overview. Now, if that's all that he wrote, okay, technology overview about new device, that would need another sentence. So I don't know what technology overview means, but if he does know what this means, then he can write a sentence. Technology overview is necessary for this research. So there you have the subject, the verb, the object. You would do the same here about new device, rectena. I'm not sure what that means, but everybody knows what they were thinking when they were writing notes. Just take this and make a sentence from that. There is a new device that makes what? Power transmission over magnetic fields possible. This is just a suggestion. You take this idea and you make it into a sentence. So you have this sentence, then you have this sentence. That will make it much easier to write the sentence for the topic sentence for the name of building. And the topic sentence is what you put in here. Now, this is very long, but you don't have to completely fill it. A topic sentence can be one or two, minimum one subject, verb, object, okay? And then for the surprising fact, here you go. Power can be transmitted without wires. That's pretty much ready to be put in here. Some people have already done these surprising facts. Some people have not. And you just keep going. Name of architect, designer, inventor. Name of architect, designer, inventor. A group. See, for example, here, this is not a complete sentence. There is no verb. So you want to look at this and say, hey, what kind of verb do I want to use? And then, and then you can use your chance to discuss this with each other to help each other. Maybe your spelling is wrong. Maybe you forgot a capital letter, or maybe you forgot the period. And then that's how you can help each other in the breakout rooms. You continue on along. Now, over here in this document, there are two parts, okay? Step 3, part 1. This is part 1 where you're filling in these topic sentences. And then part 2 is called quoting and paraphrasing key ideas. Now, just to make sure that you understand, quoting means that you're taking the information exactly as it's written from a source. So for example, if we were to come over here to, where is it here? Yeah. This is an article from Japan Today. This is a news website. And this is a really nice story about this junior high school girl who helped a little girl who was only 4 years old, and she got an award for it. Now, a quote, okay, a quote basically takes this whole thing, copies it, okay, and pastes it back into here, okay? So you would take this and you would paste it in here. That is a quote. A quote is the exact copy, okay, of what that person or that news article or that website said. So the exact words, okay? That is a quote. Now, if you want to paraphrase something, okay, paraphrasing is different, okay? If you were to paraphrase this quote, a paraphrase is to say the same meaning using slightly different words. The first thing that you would say is, Japan Today said, or you could say, Z. Okay, Japan Today said, now where am I here? Okay, let's start here. Japan Today said that a junior high school girl helped a little 4-year-old that was lost. That's a paraphrase. So it's the same information as what you put here before with the quote, okay? That quote, okay? But this is much shorter. That paraphrasing doesn't use the same words, but it tries to say the same information. That's the difference between paraphrasing and quoting. Quoting is the exact words. Paraphrasing is using a shorter form of the information with different words. Okay, so we've got a lot to do today, so let's get started on it. If you have any questions, just come back to me in the Moodle in my email and ask me a question there. Okay, thanks very much.